All right, so we're back. Gonna take a look at the second computer I got in that $50 computer haul. Right off the bat, you kind of notice that one, it's a Cooler Master case. It's not really a, well, actually, I don't know what it is, but I imagine it's not a cheap case. Not top of the line, because Cooler Master doesn't really make top of the line, but not your garbage eBay or you know, cheap stamped steel cases. This one also seems to suffer from, you know, the ton of stickers all over it. So let's start at the top, and it has, right off the bat, I'm noticing an eSATA and a FireWire port, so that kind of dates the computer. It's funny, I've never actually used eSATA. I've never known anybody who's actually used eSATA. It's really a thing that came and went, but I did have a FireWire port drive while I was in college. So this computer is probably from about 2006. Coming around to the back, I can see a video card, dual slot, but it's really low mounted. That's kind of weird. Usually, you know, up here or first couple of slots. Taking a look at the I/O plate. I mean, nothing exciting back there. You got your standard stuff as PS2 port. So yeah, it is going to be older. But I've got motherboards with PS2 ports with, you know, Ryzen chips in them. So, and then of course it's got from the early days of water cooling, because you would put your reservoir outside of the computer, so you'd have to have tubes coming out. It was always. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. Taking a peek in through the side, I'm noticing your typical Intel cooler. It could be a socket 775, could be 1366 or 2011. Can't really tell. See, like a little blower style fan in there. Anyways, let's pop it open. Hopefully it's not as dirty as the last one. That's pretty dirty. It's not the dirtiest thing. We have a fan in here that's not hooked up to anything. Oh, I guess I can tell why. I think it makes noise. Well, maybe we can fix that. Let's see here. It's an Asus board. It's a P6T Deluxe. Oh, so there is definitely. So this is a 1366 motherboard. Triple channel RAM. That kind of gives it away. Weird little blower fan on your VRMs, MOSFETs. Is it the VRMs on the left? Anyways, it's either VRMs or MOSFETs. Not a big deal. The fan works. No noises out of those. I'm really kind of excited. So my first real computer that I built with my last stipend check from college, I'd always, at the end of each semester, they'd give you, you know, a stipend check, and I was like, you know, roll that into my, you know, send that right back. I don't want to have to pay, you know, that back later. And the last stipend check I got when I graduated, I decided to treat myself, and I built a new computer. And I'd never built all new parts for a computer. It was always hand-me-downs and used parts and whatever you could scavenge out of, you know, stuff you'd get from. I was the guy that family members went to. Can you fix my computer? Can you upgrade my computer? Do you want this old computer I have? And so I had a junkyard of computers in my closet, and I could build. I could cherry pick whatever I had, you know, the best stuff, but it wasn't top of the line by any means. So anyways, I got the stipend check for about, I think it was like $2,200, and I spent like $1,200 building a computer. And I bought a P6T, not the deluxe, but a P6T motherboard, i7-920, 6 gigs of RAM, you know, 2 terabyte hard drive, you know, finally put quality components into a case, and I called it God in a Box, and I ran, you know, the game of choice back then for me was Oblivion, and that thing would run fantastic in my... So anyways, let's dig into this video card here. Well, I think I see the answer to it right there. It's another... Can't see it. Anyways, there's a sticker back here that says HD 4870. Well, actually it says AX 4870, but I'm gonna guess it's a 4870 AMD card. But it's weird that it's down here. It's not even in a 4X slot or a 16X slot. It's in a... Well, that is a 16X slot. Wow. How much RAM do we got in here? Come on. 3 sticks. It's... Oh, it looks like right there. This is probably a 2 gig stick. 6 gigabyte total. It's 1333, I believe. Yeah, 1333. So 6 gigs of RAM. That's pretty par for the course for the triple channel era. But we could... I might have something I can upgrade this with. I don't know. Anyways. Shoot, let's... God, look at this mess. Oh, we got 2 hard drives in this one. We got 250 gigabyte. Let me point it at it. 250 gigabyte. And this one doesn't seem to want to come out. Another 250 gigabytes, so 500 gigabytes total. I wonder if those are in RAID. Well, let's see. It looks cleaner in here, so it's probably going to run a little bit better than the Falcon did right off the bat. Is this modular? No, that's not modular. What is this power supply? It's 700 watt, but I don't know what brand it is. Well, let's give this one the same kind of test that we did to the Falcon and see what exactly we have in here. I'm interested to see if we have an i7 or an i5. And I'm interested to see if all these little... If this little blower fan here is... I imagine that thing is loud. Let's check it out. Ooh. Ooh. Sounds like a plane taking off. Most of the time not set. Oh, the battery must have died. F1 set up. Yeah, the battery died. It defaulted to a little while ago. SATA 5 and 6. Yeah, this is weird. He's got... If I remember right, the SATA 5 and... Well, SATA 1 and 2 are the faster SATAs on this motherboard. And then he's got SATA 5 and 6 with his hard drives. That's kind of set up weird. It's making some terrible noises. Let's take a quick peek in here. Who's having trouble? Oh, it's a video cards fans. We'll have to fix that. Alright, I'm going to set the BIOS up and get us booted into whatever operating system this is running. Took a peek into the system information, and yeah, it's a i7 920. Yeah, I think I have another 9. I might have something. I might have a Xeon I can throw in here. Taking a peek into the hardware monitor. CPU's running at a pretty normal temperature. Does anybody ever remember using ExpressGate? Yeah, me neither. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we don't have an operating system on here. They must have wiped the drives. I'm gonna look into that a little more. Alright, so trying to install an OS. It doesn't seem to want to boot or even recognize that there's a USB plugged in. I wonder if the USB connector is somewhere down there dislodged. Back here, it's using these weird SATA connectors where, you know, the power and the SATA connector are kind of integrated into the same chunk of plastic, and It's running off of Molex, where they clearly have SATA capable power supply. The video card, the GPU, is very hot to the touch, and we're not doing anything. And the fan sounds like it's not having fun. And I think we're gonna skip the pre-testing on this one and tear it down and clean it up and streamline some things and fix some fans. Oh, I just noticed it has, zoom out, an LED fan in the front. You can hardly see it. Yeah, from this angle you can't really even see it. Anyways, this is poorly put together. Like, the cable management is awful. This case doesn't offer much for cable management, but I think we can do better than what it currently is. It's definitely got its fair share of dust bunnies in there, so let's just, unfortunately we're not going to be able to test this one to see whether or not it's running hot. I already know it kind of is running hot. CPU not so much, GPU, yeah, I don't think it's having fun. So, I'm going to tear it down and clean it up. Alright, I'm going to tear this thing down, but I'm going to do it all and try to do it all in one continuous shot and just speed it up, and you can come along for the ride. Yeah, what is that? Mystery cell, it's cool mystery. Some 8 plus silver. Actually, that's the first time I've seen 8 plus silver before. I always see white rounds in gold, I've never seen silver. But, high quality parts, that's not really That's kind of weird. There's a filter and filter for your and there's filter and flashlight. It's weird. Oh, man. So here's something I wish cases would do more often. Our motherboards, not really cases. They have a little standoff that you can plug all of your front panel information or front panel leads into, you know, hard disk drive, power LEDs, power switch and everything. And then you can just take that and plug it in to the motherboard. I can't remember the last time I seen that. That's really, I like that. That's really nice. Where's my screws? Says with that level. Something like that. You think that's work out? No, that's weird. So I'm going to screw tight. Doesn't screw. And I'm screw tight. So the cool thing about the P6T, I mean, other than this, the fantastic X58 motherboard, is the amount of cooling it has on your North Bridge, your South Bridge, your MOSFETs, and VRMs. I might have that backwards. It might be all of VRMs. Anyways, just a great board, really. This little blower fan here, though. I don't know if that's got to be factory from Asus. It wiggles around, though. Maybe we can improve upon that. I just popped the front panel loose, and a Lego fell out of it. Huh. Stuff you find in these. Finally got the front of the case off, and the front fan has a filter on it. It makes sense that that's the only place that has a filter, because it's the only fan that blows into the computer. But it's completely caked with dust, and it's not easy to get to. This is not a easily serviceable filter. So I'm always thinking about what I'm going to do with parts that I get, and am I going to transplant them into another case? Am I going to make it look cooler? X58 kind of holds a special place in my heart, at least, because it was sort of, like I said earlier, my first foray into like higher powered computers. So I might transplant this X58 into a more modern case. I mean, it's kind of like, it's a nice. God, that is zoomed in. There we go. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. It's a thing of beauty. So here's that front panel fan. And all the fans in this board computer are not doing well. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but you can hear like a grinding noise while it's spinning. It's dirty. Dirty girl. And just like that, all the electric bits out of the computer. I'm gonna go spray it down. So I got curious and I started looking through my pile of CPUs, and I found this. My X5650. And it runs about the same clock speed, a little bit higher I believe than the 920, the i7 920. But the big advantage to this is L2 and L3 cache, and the fact that this is a 6-core CPU versus the 4-core CPU, so 12 threads versus 8 threads. So this would be a nice little upgrade for it, something it deserves. Actually, we're going to end it right there, as this is getting kind of long. It's been about an hour of footage that I've cut down to roughly 38 minutes, so yeah, we're going to save the remainder of this video for part 4 of the $50 computer haul saga, we can call it. Join me next time when we will rebuild this computer and benchmark it, and probably gush about how much I enjoy the X58 platform. You should know the drill by now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe consider subscribing. And if you didn't like this video, I appreciate the heck out of you for watching it all the way to the end. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back for the next one.